Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to do an overview and a review of WriterZen at WriterZen.net. It's honestly an excellent SEO tool and an excellent keyword research tool. And it has a lifetime deal on AppSumo. And this video is going to be a review, overview, and showing you the best features of it. So if you go to AppSumo, it has a lifetime deal right now. And it's at the top it says improve SEO with Google keyword data, leverage precise Google keyword insights and topic discovery tools to craft targeted content that drives growth. And honestly, I've bought a lot of lifetime deals on AppSumo, and WriterZen is honestly one of the top 1 or 2 best things I've ever bought on AppSumo, and I think it's definitely worth getting on AppSumo. And these are the different options you can have. And as for the reviews, it has very good reviews. Basically, these are tacos, and it's basically like 5 tacos out of 5 tacos, and it's got mostly people give it 5 tacos, and I would definitely give it 5 tacos. I haven't written a review on it on the website. And interestingly, it's also in AppSumo Select, and this is super rare. I very rarely see this. And AppSumo Select basically is it's the top 1%. Basically, they have to apply, but only the top 1% of those who apply for this on AppSumo for the apps can get in. From thousands of applications, only the top 1% are chosen. So I definitely think this is definitely worthy of being in the top 1%. Okay, so let's get started, and a quick plug here. If you go to this link, go.watsontechworld.com/WriterZen, you can get it at the with this link. It would be greatly appreciated, and you'd be helping me out. And okay, let's. So you can use a QR code or this link, and it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so at WriterZen.net, this is what it might look like once you have an account. And this is the dashboard. And I'll quickly go over. You've got topic discovery, keyword explorer, and honestly, this is the one I use the most. You've got keyword planner, plagiarism checker, and you also have an option to content creator. So this is basically like combining a lot of these, and you can actually write articles, and later you can copy it like to your website. So let's start with the let's go with the topic discovery. So you can click on discover a new topic, and I've already done topic. For example, if you want to type learn Python, and you can search that. And this is topic discovery, and this is all related to keywords. And a quick note that WriterZen gets their data directly from Google with the API, and you can actually verify it if you search the Google Keyword API, whatever it's called. It might have changed the name, but this is definitely data directly from Google, and it's one of the best SEO tools for how accurate it is. Okay, so let's talk about topic discovery. Let's say that you wanted to write an article or even make a YouTube video about Learn Python. This will give you ideas for topic discovery, and it'll give you ideas for if it's hard or easy or beginners, etc. So for example, let's say you wanted to make a video or write an article about Learn Python. These are, for example, it gives you highly relevant related ones, and it actually can I think this actually links out to other ones. Yeah, so it links out to other ones. This is that's a YouTube video, so I think it actually links out to articles and videos. I would assume that you shouldn't copy the title exactly, but you can have kind of a similar title, and these are highly relevant, and related ones. Learn Python program and in-depth introduction from basic to advanced. So for example, I want to make a Python course eventually, and I can get ideas from titles that do well. So I would make my own unique title, but look at what does well. These are ones, and I like this. These are gives ideas for hard. So it might be hard because there's a lot of competition. Generally, the longer the key, the more unique the keyword, less competition, but also it might mean less search volume. But the great thing about WriterZen is that you can target keywords with high volume and low competition, and I'll show you about that later. So this is the topic discovery, and it's quite interesting. I don't use it that much. I mentioned I use by far the most. The one I use the most is actually Keyword Explorer, and that's what I'll discuss now. So Keyword Explorer, you can click on this, click on Explore New Keyword, and I'm going to show you with searching for this one, how to do affiliate marketing. But basically what you would do is search whatever you want. For example, how to lose weight fast. If you wanted to search for how to lose weight fast, I'm betting that's a popular thing for things to write articles about or make videos and so on. And you can also explore this. I don't use this that much. You have wildcards, so that allows you to it's another interesting feature. That might be you can use regular expressions. Honestly, I don't remember. The only one that I generally use is this keyword, and then if you want to target a specific country, for example, let's say that you are targeting specifically United Kingdom, you can do that. Or I honestly usually would either leave it blank or go with the default of United States. But you can also go global. And I think honestly, I think the default is, okay, I guess the default is not global, but you can, I think maybe it was because I had set the default to United States. But if you want to choose a different country, you can do that. And then you would click on search. And after a few moments, it might come out with something like this. Now here's where the sort of bread and butter, this is where it's definitely worth the money. And honestly, for me, this is one of the best investments I've ever made on AppSumo. So this data is really incredibly valuable. So what it will do is it will show you, for example, trends. So for example, over the past year or so, like for example, in July 2024, it had a search volume for this exact keyword of how to do affiliate marketing of 1900. Similarly, in August, it went down for some reason in September, and you can see the different trends. For example, in March, it went up to 2400 and so on. And then it gives you some SERP. So for this might be one of the first pages you see on Google for this. If you search this on google.com, you might see these links. And as I mentioned, this is incredibly useful. And you can see the trends, and you can actually sort this on their site. So for example, I think it defaults, I don't remember what the defaults are, but I like to search for the highest volume to the lowest volume. So you can see how to become an affiliate for Amazon. A lot of sites, especially those selling books, might be Amazon affiliates. And yeah, this is incredibly useful. What I like to do is, search for generally the highest volume. And then they have this thing called the golden filter. And the golden filter, honestly, is incredibly useful. Now, what I'm going to show you is golden filter. Basically, it's one of their unique algorithms to, and it'll say a few seconds. Okay, I'll come back when the golden filter is done. Okay, so the golden filter just finished. It took about a minute. It had to actually scrape a lot of data. Their golden score, it says it reflects a keyword's ranking potential. The lower score, the better. So I think 1 is the lowest. And So basically they say that I would generally actually say you can go for lower golden scores. So a golden score like this, there's probably a ton of competition for this. Yeah, look, this means basically there's more than 2,000 sites that have this in their title. So the chance of ranking for this are pretty low unless you have high SEO scores on your site. But this really is incredibly useful. And then you can sort by trending. CPC, that's cost per click. This is very useful information. The word count. This is basically the number of words in this keyword. And all-in title, this is the number of pages that have this exact keyword in their title tags. So there's a whole lot of information, and I could make an entire video just on this, but I'm going to show you some more things here. And lastly, I wanted to show you that you can actually download this. If you go to export, you can go to export all and download it as an Excel file or a CSV file. I generally prefer CSV, and this is an example of something you could download. And this shows basically the same data as before, but if, you could have all the data on your computer. I generally want to get rid of the quotes. I don't find them useful, and you can also get rid of the equals. So then it's much easier to do the analysis like in Excel or Google Sheets or LibreOffice Calc. So this really, to me, honestly, if I had nothing else, this makes WriterZen worth it. But there's more to WriterZen, and I'll quickly show you some of that. So the Keyword Planner, this is similar to the Keyword Explorer, except you're able to import multiple keywords. It's been having some bugs recently, but you could, for example, have several keywords, so one per line. And for some reason, it was only working with 2 recently. If I, for example, I wanted to write an article on fasting, in the past it was able to do more. Maybe it's a little bit buggy, but hopefully they'll fix the bug for the Keyword Planner. But Keyword Planner is very useful. And then quickly here, you have the Content Creator. So this allows you to basically write articles, and you can search for the SEO right in the article. And for example here, I had a freelancer, an employee work on this, and I don't know if this was for one of my websites to write this, but you can see here this is optimized. It gives a score of A, and this one has a score of B. This was another article. And real quickly, on my website, watsontechworld.com, this is the place where I write the articles. Eventually, this site will redirect to watsontechworld.com. But for example, a lot of these here, this article on Turtle, this article on DeepSeek, this article on Google Keep, I've used WriterZen for all of them to optimize for the keywords. I didn't use this tool, the content, but I did use the Keyword Explorer, and I tried to optimize for keywords in all of these. So Rocha Boy, this is, I've made videos for all these, and what I'm showing you is things I actually use myself. Plagarism Checker, I don't really use that much, but it is something that could be useful potentially if you are writing an article. And I pasted in an article I wrote myself just to see how good it was. And it actually detected that there's a lot of plagiarism, but this was right from my article. So that is pretty fantastic. So in conclusion, WriterZen to me, honestly, is the top thing I've ever bought in AppSumo, or maybe the top 2. And I definitely think it's worth the lifetime deal because it really is an incredibly good SEO tool and keyword research tool. And the Keyword Explorer, honestly, is worth it. Just this alone is worth it, but a lot of these other tools make it even better. Again, if you'd like to support me, you can buy this lifetime deal with go.watsontechworld.com/WriterZen. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this, please subscribe to or follow my channel, and see you in the next one. Thank you.